He's just a guy. Yeah, he's only one guy. But you're tuned on in on your radio to the JazzmanJosh one-man theater show. He's just a guy. Yeah, he's only one guy. But you're tuned on in on your radio to the JazzmanJosh one-man theater show. I'm just a guy. That's right, I'm only one guy. But you're tuned on in on your radio to the JazzmanJosh Theater Show. Yeah. Good evening, folks. I'm your host, JazzmanJosh, with the JazzmanJosh One-Man Theater Show. You are listening to WCVF 88.9 FM, the campus community voice of Fredonia. And today we are reading Act 4 of Romeo and Juliet. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Scene 1, Friar Lawrence's cell. Enter Friar Lawrence and Paris.
On Thursday, sir. The time is very short.
My father Capulet will have it so, and I am nothing slow to slack his haste.
You say you do not know the lady's mind. Uneven is the course, I like it not.
Immoderately she weeps for Tybalt's death, and therefore I have little talkative love, for Venus smiles not in a house of tears. Now, sir, her father counts it dangerous that she doth give her sorrow so much sway, and in his wisdom hastes our marriage, to stop the inundation of her tears, which, too much minded by herself alone, may be put from her by society. Now do you know the reason of this haste? Friar Lawrence aside.
I wish I knew not why it should be slowed. Look, sir, here comes the lady towards my cell.
Enter Juliet. Happily met, my lady and my wife.
That may be, sir, when I may be a wife.
It may be, love, on Thursday night.
What must be, shall be.
That's a certain text.
Come you to make confession to this father?
To answer that, I should confess to you.
Do not deny to him that you love me.
I will confess to you that I love him.
So will ye, I am sure that you love me.
If I do so, it will be of more price, being spoke behind your back than to your face.
Poor soul, thy face is much abused with tears.
The tears have got small victory by that, for it was bad enough before their spite.
Thou wrong'st it, more than tears with that report.
That is no slander, sir, which is a truth. And what I spake it to my face.
Thy face is mine, and thou hast slandered it.
It may be so, for it is not mine own. Are you at leisure, Holy Father, now? Or shall I come to you at evening mass?
My leisure serves me, pensive daughter, now. My lord, we must entreat the time alone.
God shield I should disturb devotion. Juliet, on Thursday early will I rouse ye, then till then adieu, and keep this holy kiss. Paris exit.
Oh, shut the door, and when thou hast done so, come weep with me, past hope, past cure, past help.
Ah, Juliet, I already know thy grief. It strains me past the compass of my wits. I hear thou must, and nothing may prorogue it, on Thursday next be married to this county.
Tell me not, friar, that thou hearest of this, unless thou tell me how I may prevent it. If, in thy wisdom, thou canst give no help, do thou but call my resolution wise, and with this knife I'll help it presently. God join in my heart and Romeo's, thou our hands, and ere this hand by thee to Romeo sealed shall be the label to another deed, or my true heart with treacherous revolt turn to another, this shall slay them both. Therefore, out of thy long experienced time, give me some present counsel, or behold, twixt my extremes and me this bloody knife shall play the umpire. arbitrating that at which the commission of thy years in art could to no issue of true honor bring. Be not so long to speak, I long to die, if what thou speakest speak not of remedy.
Hold, daughter, I do spy a kind of hope which craves as desperate as an execution, as that is desperate which we would prevent. If, rather than to marry County Paris, thou hast the strength of will to slay thyself, then it is likely thou wilt undertake a thing like death to chide away this shame, that copest with death himself to scrape from it, and if thou darest, I'll give thee a remedy.
Oh, bid me leap, rather than marry Paris, from off the battlements of yonder tower, or walk in thievish ways, or bid me lurk where serpents are, chain me with roaring bears, or shut me nightly in a charnel house, or covered quite with dead men's rattling bones, with reeky shanks and yellow chapless skulls, or bid me go into a new-made grave, and hide me with a dead man in its shroud. Things that, to hear them told, have made me tremble, and I will do it without fear or doubt. I live an unstated wife to my sweet love.
Hold then, go home, be merry, give consent to marry Paris. Wednesday is tomorrow. Tomorrow night look that thou lie alone. Let not thy nurse lie with thee in thy chamber. Take thou this vial, being then in bed, and this distilled liquor drink thou off, when presently through all thy veins shall run a cold and drowsy humour, for no pulse shall keep his native progress, but surcease. No warmth, no breath shall testify thou livest. The roses in thy lips and cheeks shall fade to paly ashes, thy eyes' windows fall, like death when he shuts up the day of life. Each part deprived of supple government shall stiff and stark and cold appear like death, and in this borrowed likeness of shrunk death thou shalt continue 42 hours, and then awake as from a pleasant dream. Now when the bridegroom in the morning comes to rouse thee from thy bed, there art thou dead. Then, as the manner of our country is, in thy best robes uncovered on the bier, thou shalt be borne to that same ancient vault where all the kindred of the Capulets lie. In the meantime, against thou shalt wake, shall Romeo by my letters know our drift, and hither shall he come, and he and I will watch thy waking, and that very night shall Romeo bear thee hence to Mantua, and this shall free thee from this present shame, if no inconstant toy nor womanish fear abate thy valor in the acting it.
Give me, oh, tell me not of fear.
Hold, get you gone. Be strong and prosperous. In this resolve I'll send a friar with speed to Mantua, with my letters to thy lord.
Love, give me strength, and strength shall help afford. Farewell, dear father.
Exit. Scene 2. Hall in Capulet's house. Enter Capulet, Lady Capulet, nurse, and 2 serving men.
So many guests invite as here are writ.
Exit first servant.
Sirrah, go hire me 20 cunning cooks. You shall have none ill, sir, for I'll try if they can lick their fingers. How canst thou try them so?
Marry, sir, 'tis an ill cook that cannot lick his own fingers, therefore he that cannot lick his fingers goes not with me.
Go, be gone.
Exit second servant.
We shall be much unfurnished for this time. What, is my daughter gone to Friar Lawrence?
Aye, forsooth.
Well, he may chance to do some good on her. A peevish, self-willed harlotry it is.
See where she comes from, the shrift with merry look.
Enter Juliet.
Oh, now, my headstrong, where have you been gadding?
Where I have learned me to repent the sin of disobedient opposition to you and your behests, and am enjoined by holy Lawrence to fall prostrate here and beg your pardon. Pardon, I beseech you. Henceforward I am ever ruled by you.
Send for the county. Go tell him of this. I'll have this knot knit up tomorrow morning.
I met the youthful lord at Lawrence's cell, and gave him what becomes love I might, not step o'er the bounds of modesty.
Why, I am glad on't. This is, well, stand up. This as it should be. Let me see the county. Aye, Mary, go, I say, and fetch him hither. Now, afore God, this reverend holy friar, our whole city is much bound to him.
Nurse, will you go with me into my closet to help me sort such needful ornaments as you think fit to furnish me tomorrow?
Lady Capulet.
No.
I don't remember the voice I did for Lady Capulet. But that's okay, because I will have time to think on it as it's time for a booth play. We like to break the fourth wall here at the JazzmanJosh one-man theater show, and just in time to play Down by Hot Chip.
On the air at 88.9 WCVF. We are the campus and community voice of Fredonia.
And this is WCVF, the campus and community voice of Fredonia.
All right, folks, and we are back. Once again, I am JazzmanJosh. This is the JazzmanJosh one-man theater show, and we are in Act 4 of Romeo and Juliet. And as we continue...
Nurse, will you go with me into my closet to help me sort such needful ornaments as you think fit to furnish me tomorrow?
No, not till Thursday. There is time enough. Go, nurse. Go with her. We'll to church tomorrow.
Exit Juliet and Nurse.
We shall be short in our provision. 'Tis now near night. Tush, I will stir about, and all things shall be well. I've warned thee, wife. Go thou to Juliet. Help to deck up her. I'll not to bed tonight. Let me alone. I'll play the housewife for this once. What, ho? They are all forth. Well, I will walk myself to County Paris to prepare him up against tomorrow. My heart is wondrous light, since this same wayward girl is so reclaimed.
Exit. Scene 3, Juliet's chamber. Enter Juliet and Nurse.
Aye, those attires are best, but, gentle nurse, I pray thee, leave me to myself tonight, for I have need of many orisons to move the heavens to smile upon my state, which, well thou knowest, is cross and full of sin.
Enter Lady Capulet.
What, are you busy, ho? Need you my help?
No, madam, we have culled such necessaries as are behoveful for our state tomorrow. So please you, let me now be left alone, and let the nurse this night sit up with you, for I am sure you have your hands full all in this so sudden business.
Good night. Get thee to bed and rest, for thou hast need.
Exit Lady Capulet and Nurse.
Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. I have a faint cold fear thrills through my veins that almost freezes up the heat of life. I'll call them back again to comfort me. Nurse, what should she do here? My dismal scene I needs must act alone. Come, Vial. What if this mixture do not work at all? Shall I be married then tomorrow morning? No, this shall forbid it. Lie thou there.
Laying down her dagger.
What if it be a poison, which the friar suddenly hath administered to have me dead, lest in this marriage he should be dishonored, because he married me before to Romeo? I fear it is, and yet methinks it should not, for he hath still been tried a holy man. How if, when I am laid into that tomb, I wake before the time that Romeo come to redeem me? There's a fearful point. Shall I not then be stifled in the vault, to whose foul mouth no healthsome air be breathed in, and there die strangled ere my Romeo comes? Or, if I live, it is not very like the horrible conceit of death and night, together with the terror of the place, where for these many 100 years the bones of all my buried ancestors are packed, where bloody Tybalt, yet but green in earth, lies festering in his shroud, where, as they say, at some hours in the night spirits resort. Alack, it is not like that I, so early waking, what with loathsome smells and shrieks like mandrakes torn out of the earth, that living mortals hearing them run mad? Oh, if I wake, shall I not be distraught, environed with all these hideous fears, and madly play with my forefather's joints, and pluck the mangled Tybalt from his shroud, and in this rage, with some great kinsman's bones, as with a club, dash out my desperate brains? Oh, look, methinks I see my cousin's ghost, seeking out Romeo that did spit his body upon a rapier's point. Stay, Tybalt, stay. Romeo, I come, this do I drink to thee.
She falls upon her bed within the curtains. Scene 4. Hall in Capulet's house. Enter Lady Capulet and nurse.
Hold, take these keys and fetch more spices, nurse.
They call for dates and quinces in the pastry.
Enter Capulet.
Come, stir, stir, stir. The second cock hath crowed. The curfew bell hath rung. 'Tis 3 o'clock. Look to the baked meat, good Angelica. Spare not for the cost.
Go, you cock queen, go. Get you to bed, faith, you'll be sick tomorrow for this nice watching.
No, not a whit. What? I have watch it ere now, all night for lesser cause, and ne'er been sick.
Aye, you have been a mouse hunt in your time, but I will watch you from such watching now. Exit Lady Capulet and nurse.
A jealous hood, a jealous hood.
Enter 3 or 4 serving men with spits, logs, and baskets.
Now, fellow, what's there?
Things for the cook, sir, but I know not what.
Make haste, make haste.
Exit first servant.
Sirrah, fetch drier logs. Call Peter, he will show thee where they are. I have a head, sir, that will find out logs, and never trouble Peter for the matter.
Second servant exits.
Mass and well said, a merry whoreson ha. Thou shalt be loggerhead. Good faith, 'tis day. The county will be here with music straight, for so he said he would. I hear him near.
Music within.
Nurse, wife. What, ho? What nurse, I say?
Re-enter nurse.
Go waken Juliet. Go and trim her up. I'll go and chat with Paris. Hi, make haste. Make haste, the bridegroom, he is come already. Make haste, I say.
Exit. Scene 5. Juliet's chamber. Enter nurse.
Mistress? What mistress? Juliet? Fast, I warned her, she. Why, lamb? Why, lady? Fie, you slug-a-bed. Why, love, I say. Madam, sweetheart, why, bride? What? Not a word? You take your penny's worth now. Sleep for a week, for the next night, I warrant. The county Paris hath set up his rest, that you shall rest but little. God forgive me. Mary and amen. How sound is she asleep? I must needs wake her. Madam, madam, madam. Aye, let the county take you in your bed. He'll fright you up, in faith. Will it not be?
Nurse undraws the curtains.
What? Distressed? Wait, no, dressed and in your clothes and down again? I must needs wake you. Lady, lady, lady. Alas, alas, help, help, my lady's dead. Oh, well a day that ever I was born. So macqua vitae, oh, my lord, my lady.
Enter Lady Capulet.
What noise is here?
Oh, a lamentable day.
What is the matter?
Look, look, oh heavy day.
Oh me, my child, my life. Revive, look up, or I will die with thee. Help, help, call help.
Enter Capulet.
For shame. Bring Juliet forth. Her lord is come.
She's dead, deceased, she's dead, alack the day.
Alack the day. She's dead. She's dead. She's dead. Ha, let me see her out. Alas, she's cold. Her blood is settled and her joints are stiff. Life and these lips have long been separated. Death lies on her like an untimely frost upon the sweetest flower of the field.
Oh, lamentable day.
Oh, woeful time. Death, that hath ta'en her hence to make me wail, ties up my tongue and will not let me speak.
Enter Friar Lawrence and Paris
Actually, we're breaking the fourth wall again because it's that time again. Time for another booth play, as is customary on WCVF. Actually, the previous show, they played this one, Guitar Plus Peaches by Kells. So, didn't mean to double up, but I did plan on playing this, so here we go.
Tune in every Friday at noon to catch one of Fredonia's hottest radio shows, High Noon Friday. Catch the community voices on local news. Keep updated on the latest sports games, the weather, world affairs and international news, and other entertaining segments like trivia and Just the Facts. High Noon Friday, every Friday at noon, on 88.9 WCVF and 89.5 WDVL. Hey, thanks for tuning in. You are listening to 88.9 WCVF, the campus and community voice of Fredonia. Keep listening for more of your favorite music, shows, and news. Catch you on the waves. That's right, you are in fact listening to WCVF 88.9 FM, the campus community voice of Fredonia. Once again, I'm your host, JazzmanJosh, with the JazzmanJosh one-man theater show, and we are in Act 4 of Romeo and Juliet. And without further ado, let us continue. Death that hath ta'en her hence to make me wail ties up my tongue, it will not let me speak. Enter Friar Lords and Paris with musicians.
Come, is the bride ready to go to church?
Ready to go, but never to return. O son, the night before thy wedding day hath death lain with thy wife. There she lies, flower as she was, deflowered by him. Death is my son-in-law, death is my heir. My daughter he hath wedded, I will die, and leave him all life living, all his deaths. I already forgot the voice I did for Paris, so we're gonna improvise a new voice. Have I thought long to see this morning's face? And doth it give me such a sight as this? Oh, wait, no, that's actually the voice I did for him. Accursed, unhappy, wretched, hateful day, most miserable hour that e'er time saw in lasting labor of his pilgrimage. But one poor and loving child, but one thing to rejoice and solace in, and cruel death hath catched it from my sight.
Oh, woe! Oh, woeful day, most lamentable day, most woeful day, that ever I did yet behold. Oh day, oh hateful day, never was seen so black a day as this. Oh, woeful day. Beguiled, divorced, wronged, spited, slain, most detestable death by thee beguiled, by cruel feet quite overthrown. Oh love, oh life, not life, but love in life. Despised, distressed, hated, martyred, killed. Uncomfortable time, why camest thou now to murder our solemnity? Oh child, my soul and not my child, dead art thou. Alack, my child is dead, and with my child my joys are buried. Peace, ho, for shame, confusions, cure lives not in these confusions. Heaven and yourself had pardoned this fair maid. Now heaven hath all, and all the better is it for the maid. Your pardon her you could not keep from death, but heaven keeps his pardon, eternal life. The most you sought was her promotion, for 'twas your heaven she should be advanced, and weep ye now, seeing she is advanced, above the clouds as high as heaven itself? Oh, in this love you love your child so ill that you run mad, seeing that she is well. She's not well married that lives married long, but she's best married that dies married young. Dry up your tears and stick your rosemary on this fair course, and as the custom is, in all her best array bear her to church, for through fond nature bids us and lament, yet nature's tears are reason's merriment.
All things that we ordained festival turn from their office to black funeral, our instruments to melancholy bells, our wedding cheer to a sad burial feast. Our solemn hymns to sullen dirges change, our bridal flowers serve for a buried corse, and all things change them to the contrary.
Sir, go you in, and madam, go with him, and go, Sir Paris, everyone prepare to follow this fair course unto her grave. The heavens do lower upon you for some ill, move them no more by crossing their high will.
Exit Capulet, Lady Capulet, Paris and Friar Lawrence. First musician.
Hey, we may put up our pipes and be gone.
Honest good fellows, put up, for well you know this is a pitiful case.
Exit.
Aye, by my troth, the case may be amended.
Enter Peter.
Musicians, heart's ease, oh, and you will have me live. Play heart's ease.
Why heart's ease?
Oh, musicians, because my heart itself plays, my heart is full of woe.
Oh, play me some merry dump to comfort me. Not a dumbouille, it is no time to play now.
You will not, then?
No.
I will then give it to you soundly.
What will you give us?
No money, on my faith, but the gleek. I will give you the minstrel.
Then I will give you the serving creature.
Then I will lay the serving creature's dagger on your pate. I will carry no crotchets.
These are so weird. Yeah, Shakespeare writes so funny.
Pray you.
Hang on, I need a voice for the second musician.
Pray.
No, I already did that voice.
Pray you, put up your dagger and put out your wit.
What have you with my wit? I will dry beat you with an iron wit, and put up my iron dagger. Answer me like men, when griping grief the heart doth wound, and doleful dumps the mind oppress, then music with her silver sound. Why silver sound? Why music with her silver sound? What say you, Simon Catling? Marry, sir, because silver hath a sweet sound. Pretty. What say you, Hugh Rabick?
I say silver sound because musicians sound for silver.
Pretty, too. What say you, James Soundpost?
Faith, I know not what to say.
Oh, I cry you mercy. You are the singer. I will say for you. It is music with her silver sound, because musicians have no gold for sounding. Then music with her silver sound, with speedy help doth lend redress.
Exit.
What a pestilent knave is the same. Hang him, Jack. Come, we'll in here, tarry for the mourners, and stay dinner.
The musicians exit.
And hey, wouldn't you know it, we are starting Act 5. It's possible we might end the actual play tonight, but I kind of doubt it. So I'm imagining the next episode will just start from Act 5, but we'll continue on for now. Oh, I finally get to do Romeo's voice. He hasn't been in here yet. At least not in Act 4.
Enter Romeo.
If I may trust the flattering
What did I voice Romeo? It's been a while, guys. I didn't do anything last Friday for this show because Thanksgiving break.
If I may trust the flattering truth of sleep, my dreams presage some joyful news at hand. My bosom's lord sits lightly in his throne, and all this day an unaccustomed spirit lifts me above the ground with cheerful thoughts. I dreamt my lady came and found me dead. Strange dream that gives a dead man leave to think, and breathed such a life with kisses in my lips that I revived and was emperor. Ah me, how sweet is love itself possessed, but when love's shadows are so rich in joy.
Enter Balthazar, booted.
News from Verona? How now, Balthazar? Dost thou not bring me letters from the friar?
How doth my lady? Is my father well? How fares my Juliet? That I ask again, for nothing can be ill if she be well.
I need another voice, because this is the first appearance of Balthazar in Romeo and Juliet. I don't have a voice for this character.
E.
Yes, then she is well, and nothing can be ill. Her body sleeps in Capo's monument, and her immortal part with angels lives. I saw her laid low in her kindred's vault, and presently took post to tell it you. Oh, pardon me for bringing these ill news, since you did leave it for my office, sir.
Is it even so? Then I defy you, stars. Thou know'st my lodging. Get me ink and paper, and hire post-horses. I will hence tonight.
I do beseech you, sir, have patience. Your looks are pale and wild, and do import some misadventure.
Tush, thou art deceived. Leave me, and do the thing I bid thee do. Hast thou no letters to me from the friar? No, my good lord. No matter. Get thee gone, and hire those horses. I'll be with thee straight.
Exit Balthazar.
Well, Juliet, I will lie with thee tonight. Let's see for it means, O mischief, thou art swift to enter in the thoughts of desperate men. I do remember an apothecary, and hereabouts he dwells, which late I noted in tattered weeds with overwhelming brows, coaling of simples, meager were his looks, sharp misery had worn to the bones, and in his needy shop a tortoise hung, an alligator stuffed, and other skins of ill-shaped fishes, and about his shelves a beggarly amount of empty boxes, green earthen pots, bladders and musty seeds, remnants of pack thread and old cakes of roses were thinly scattered to make up a show. Noting this penury, to myself I said, and if a man did need a poison now, whose sale is present death in Mantua, here lives a caitiff wretch who sell it to him. Oh, this same thought did but forerun my need, and this same needy man must sell it me. As I remember, this should be the house. Being a holiday, the beggar's shop is shut. What? Oh, apothecary. We'll do the apothecary's entrance after another booth play. Yeah. It's the final booth play we got here. You are about to hear For Ed Maten. And in true one-man theater show fashion, it is time for a grapevine. If you like listening to country, bluegrass, blues, or folk music, this is the event for you, as the Michael Jonathan Fan Club will be hosting a listening party for Big Thief and their latest album, Dragon New Warm Mountain, I Believe in You, on Sunday, December 11th, from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. in Mason Hall, Room 2019. Free pizza, snacks, water, and soda will be provided.
Jackson DeCarlo here. You're listening to 88.9 FM.
The voice of Fredonia.
And with that, we are back. Once again, I'm JazzmanJosh. This is Act 4, Romeo, Juliet. And Romeo just met the apothecary, or is meeting the apothecary. Enter apothecary. Who calls so loud? Come hither, man. I see that thou art poor. Hold, there is 40 ducats. Let me have a dram of poison, such soon speeding gear as will disperse itself through all the veins, and the life-weary taker may fall dead, and that the trunk may be discharged of breath. Oh, here's some music. Oops. A dram of poison, such soon speeding gear, yes, as will disperse itself through all the veins, that the life-weary taker may fall dead, and that the trunk may be discharged of breath, as violently as hasty powder fire doth hurry from the fatal cannon's womb. Such mortal drugs I have, but Mantua's law is death to any that he utters them. Art thou so bare and full of wretchedness, and fierce to die? Famine is in thy cheeks, need and oppression starveth in thine eyes, contempt and beggary hangs upon thy back. The world is not thy friend, nor the world's law, and the world affords no law to make thee rich. Then be not poor, but break it, and take this. My poverty, but not my will, consents. I pay thy poverty, and not thy will. Put this in any liquid thing you will, and drink it off, and if you had the strength of 20 men, it would dispatch you straight. There is thy gold, worse poison to men's souls, doing more murders in this loathsome world than the poor compounds that thou mayst not sell. I sell thee poison, thou hast sold me none. There, farewell, buy food, and get thyself in flesh. Come, cordial and not poison, go with me to Juliet's grave, for there must I use thee. Exit. Scene 2. Friar Lawrence's cell. Enter Friar John. Holy Frankincense Friar, brother ho! Enter Friar Lawrence.
This same should be the voice of Friar John. Welcome from Mantua. What says Romeo? Or if his mind be writ, give me his letter.
Going to find a barefoot brother out.
You know, these voices are too similar. So Friar Lawrence, he's got the but John, see, he's another character that's new.
He could sound kind of monotone down here. Yeah.
Welcome from Mantua. What says Romeo? Or if his mind be writ, give me his letter.
Going to find a barefoot brother out, one of our order to associate me. Here in this city, visiting the sick and finding him, the searchers of the town, suspecting that we both were in a house where the infectious pestilence did reign, sealed up the doors and would not let us forth, so that my speed to Mantua there was stayed.
Who bare my letter then to Romeo?
I could not send it. Here it is again, nor get a messenger to bring it thee. So fearful were they of infection.
Unhappy fortune! By my brotherhood, the letter was not nice, but full of charge, of dear import, and the neglecting it may do much danger. Friar John, go hence, get me an iron crow, and bring it straight unto my cell.
Brother, I'll go and bring it thee.
Friar John exits.
Now must I to the monument alone. Within 3 hours will fair Juliet wake. She will beshrill me much that Romeo hath had no notice of these accidents, but I will write again to Mantua, and keep her at my cell till Romeo come. Poor living corse, close in a dead man's tomb.
Exit.
Scene 3. A churchyard, in it a tomb belonging to the Capulets. Enter Paris and his page bearing flowers and a torch.
Paris, he had the...
Give me thy torch, boy, hence and stand aloof. Yet put it out, for I would not be seen under yond yew trees lay thee all along, holding thine ear close to the hollow ground. So shall no foot upon the churchyard tread, being loose, unfirm, with digging up of graves. But thou shalt hear it. Whistle then to me, as signal that thou hearest something approach. Give me those flowers. Do as I bid thee. Go.
Page, aside.
I'm almost afraid to stand alone here in the churchyard, yet I will adventure.
Page retires.
Sweet flowers, with flowers thy bridal bed I strew. Oh, woe, thy canopy is dust and stones, which with sweet water nightly I will dew. Or wanting that with tears distilled by the obsequies, for that I will, for the... Wow, words, am I right? The obsequies that I for thee will keep, nightly shall be to strew thy grave and weep.
The page whistles.
The boy gives warning, something doth approach. What cursed foot wanders this way tonight? To cross my obsequies and true love's right? What, with a torch? Muffle me, night a while.
Page retires. Enter... Wait, no, that's Paris retires. Enter Romeo and Balthazar with a torch, mattock, and C. That word definitely got cut off. I don't know what word starts with a C that's supposed to be, but there it is.
Give me that mattock and the wrenching iron. Hold, take this letter, early in the morning. See thou deliver it to my lord and father. Give me the light upon thy life, I charge thee. Whate'er thou hearst or seest, stand all aloof, and do not interrupt me in my course. Why I descend into this bed of death is partly to behold my lady's face, but chiefly to take thence from her dead finger a precious ring, a ring that I must use in dear employment. Therefore, hence, be gone. But if thou, jealous, dost return to pry,
and what I further shall intend to do. By heaven, I will tear thee joint by joint, and strew this hungry churchyard with thy limbs. But time and my intents are savage wild, more fierce and more inexorable far than empty tigers or the roaring sea. Balthazar's voice. I forgot what Balthazar's voice was, but I will be gone, sir, and not trouble you. So shalt thou show me friendship. Take thou that, live and be prosperous, and farewell, good fellow. Aside. For all this time, I'll hide me hereabout. His looks I fear, and his intents I doubt. He retires. Thou detestable maw, thou womb of death, gorged with the dearest morsel of the earth, thus I enforce thy rotten jaws to open, and in despite I'll cram thee with more food. He opens the tomb. This is that banished haughty Paris's voice. Oh my god. Montague, that murdered my love's cousin, with which grief it is supposed the fair creature died, and here is come to do some village shame. The dead bodies, I will apprehend him. Paris comes forward. What was Paris's voice? Stop thy unhallowed toil, vile Montague. Can vengeance be pursued further than death? Condemned villain, I do apprehend thee. Obey and go with me, for thou must die. I must indeed, and therefore came I hither. Good gentle youth, tempt not a desperate man. Fly hence and leave me. Think upon these gone. Let them affright thee, I beseech thee, youth. Put not another sin upon my head by urging me to fury. Oh, be gone! By heaven, I love thee better than myself, for I come hither armed against myself. Stay not, be gone. Live, and hereafter say, a madman's mercy bade thee run away. I do defy thy conjurations and apprehend thee for a felon here. Wilt thou provoke me? Then have at thee, boy. They fight.
Oh, Lord, they fight. I will go call the watch.
Page exits. Oh, I am slain. Paris falls. If thou be merciful, open the tomb, lay me with Juliet. And Paris dies. And with that, there is no better place to leave off. Next episode, we're going to start right from Act 5. We're just going to finish the entire thing. And that won't take a little time, so we'll probably just listen to a bunch of music. But yeah, thank you very much for tuning in tonight to the JazzmanJosh one-man theater show. And to take us out, we are going to play Daft Punk's Get Lucky. No better theme than to fit the mood of ending with Paris's death, I guess. Here we go.